Okay, so Abzan Angels. What is Abzan Angels? Well, it's a mid-range deck in the Abzan colors, which is white, green, and black, as you can see. This is the deck list. I'm not going to go too into it because it's a straightforward mid-range deck consisting of removal spells, disruption spells, and creatures that finish the game quickly. And my creatures are angels, like Lyra, Seraph of the Scales, Resplendent Angel, only one copy, and Shalai, which is also one copy. Now, this is not... Ooh, skip frames, huh? Ooh, that's not good. This is not my deck list. This is a deck list that went 5-0 on a Magic Online League. And I saw it and I was like, this looks cool, so I'm going to play it. So let's get into it. I'm going to do traditional constructed as opposed to the ranked queue, just because I like playing 5 games. I also like gambling. I'm a huge gambler. So betting 1,000 gold to get potentially 2,100 gold and 3 cards is more up my alley. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, we got our first opponent. Rule number 1 of playing Magic: always win the draw. Win the die roll. This hand's good. I'll keep. It's got a decent curve. Kill your 1-drop dude if they're playing aggro into 3 and 4. Sup, Rennie? Ren. Glad you can make it. Basic planes. What is this, white aggro? Double basic planes, probably aggro. Oh, I see, it's a bad aggro deck. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and kill that now before it gets too out of range. Another one. It's fine. I'll just go over the top with my Seraph of the Scales. Ooh, I like that one. Not so much against me right now, but I like it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this Vigilance and play the other Seraph of the Scales. Yeah. If I don't draw some of my good removal, this thing might run away with the game. I suppose I could just block it. They get 2 tokens. I also get 2 tokens. That's probably fine. So these 2 cards together is going to be a problem. Is this Cat Tribal? Is that what I'm playing against? So I could trade both of my angels for their war leader and pride mate. Then I get 4 tokens. I do get blown out if they have that 2 or 3 mana spell that pumps their dudes. But I don't really have a whole lot going on, so I think I'm going to make the trades. Okay, I was not expecting that one. Or that one. I was giving my opponent the benefit of the doubt of thinking this wasn't just a bad deck. But it's probably just a bad deck. Well, if I knew I was going to draw a Lyra, I would have just not blocked. But that's cool, I guess. Not going to attack here. I just can't play around a pump spell. These are not the best. I just have to work with what I have. If they have a pump spell, it's whatever. Once again, it's not the pump spell I was expecting. I do have a Kaya's Wrath in here, so if I don't top deck that, I'm probably dead. If I play Seraph, I'm exactly dead. Midnight Reaper, I'm also dead. Okay, so I'm dead. Settle the Wreckage and Lyra seem great. Moment of Craving also seems great. So does Cry. Maybe Night of the Autumn to gain some life. Duress doesn't seem good. Bloodfast doesn't seem good. I need to cut 5 cards. Vraska's probably too expensive. What are my last 3 cuts? Probably Assassin's Trophy. One more. Probably a Mortify. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of spot removal. It's going to be massive board wipes and creatures to block. Sand doesn't really do a whole lot, but it's got 2 kill spells that I can cast, so I'll keep it. Okay, could sure use another land. Preferably a white land. That is not a white land. Okay, if my opponent has anything, we're in a lot of trouble. That's not too scary. Well, it's better than not hitting a land, I guess. Those two together is scary. Jeez. The third deadweight's kind of funny, though. If I'm only taking 1 a turn, that's not bad. And I'm probably dead. If I remember correctly, there's 26 lands in this deck. I'm still not dead. If I miss my next land drop, I'm gonna concede. Can't really come back from this. And with that, I'm dead. Well, that was disappointing. Alright, let's keep going. I feel like I would have been favored in those matches if, well, at least that second game, if I drew more mana, especially white mana. I should have mulliganed. Maybe? I don't know. "26 lands. Come on, deck." Alright, this is better. Oh, that's good if I'm against a control deck. It's bad if I'm against an aggro deck. Put it at the bottom. Thank God. Either this is mono blue and it would have been bad, or it's Drake's and it still would have been bad. Looks like mono blue. Yep. Alright, hopefully my opponent doesn't have Spell Pierce or Dive Down. Could play at my opponent's turn. What kind of counter spells do they have for 2 mana? I think I'll do it on their upkeep. Yeah, they had the dive down. Maybe I should have just gone for the Curious Obsession. That might have been better. I'm gonna play a tapped land. This way I can't mortify anything, but if I wanted to mortify the Pteramander, Siren Storm Tamer would have... That's rough. That's rough. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm winning this game. Really hard to beat triple Curious Obsession on turn 4. Gonna do the same thing as last time. On my opponent's upkeep, I'm gonna mortify the creature. Actually, do I mortify the creature? I could just mortify one of the obsessions. Well, if I mortify the Pteramander, they either have to have the counter or sacrifice a Siren Storm Tamer. Alright, they sacrifice the Siren. So that means Lyra's probably going to resolve next turn. No, there's no way. They're drawing 3 cards. There's no way Lyra resolves. Yeah, I didn't think so. That was rough. Lyra seems good. Duress is probably good. Mono Craving. Cry of the Whatever is good. Knight might be good. What isn't? Bloodfast isn't good. Vraska's probably too slow. Finality might be good. It kills like all their stuff, but there's no way it resolves, right? I'll cut that. 4 cards. Got a lot of removal. Maybe I should cut the Assassin's Trophy and Mortify. I think I like this. It seems fine. It needs more lands, but it interacts with a lot of what my opponent is trying to do. Okay. I think I'm gonna Moment of Craving this now. That way they don't have any shenanigans to counter it to deny me the 2 life. Plus it's more mana efficient. Do I Duress them? Yeah, I think I do. Whew. Okay. Let's see. I can kill the Siren Storm Tamer. They enchant the Terramander. I think I can beat Curious Obsession, but I can't beat the others. No, I'm just gonna take the Obsession. I think I'm gonna deadweight this to bait the counterspell. Yep. Then I'll Knight of Autumn. Put 2 counters on it, start beating down. I can't really play my Seraph of the Scales because they have the Wizard's Retort. So I'll just keep that in my hand for now. I'm winning the race. Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay. I think I start by attacking, though. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. But they might have some sort of shenanigans. I can beat a dive down. Weird that they didn't counter that. Unless they're just gonna pump the Terramander. Could they? Doesn't matter, they're dead. Hey, stupid gamer. I'm Joe Layton. I think I'm happy with the way I sideboarded. This hand seems really good. Especially if I can get Lyra to resolve. The extra kill spell is just the icing on top. I could duress my opponent now, but I think I'm going to wait until turn 6 to do that. That way I can duress my opponent plus play Lyra. You have no clue how this game works. Well, boy, you in for a treat. Except I don't really know how to teach. But there are plenty of YouTube channels dedicated to teaching you how to play. Whether you know how to play or not, still good to have you here. Gonna kill the hell out of this Pteramander, because that card can pump itself, and it's just harder to deal with. Spell Pierce is fine. Let's see. I could save the Knight to blow up a Curious Obsession, but I either want to bait the counterspell, which they didn't go for, or I want to just get a dude in there and start smashing. Don't think I'm gonna attack though. I know I'm kind of going against what I just said, but it's leaving Merfolk Trickster behind. Okay, that's fine. So this is perfect because now they have 2 mana up, which means they can only counter one thing. If they counter this Duress, then that's fine. If they only have 1 counter, I'm gonna take it and resolve this Lyra, and then it's basically game over. Your friend said I sound like the guy from Steak Farm. Who, Jake? Disdainful Stroke. Yes, get out of here. State Farm. Which is the guy from State Farm? You have Jake from State Farm who wears the khakis. I don't know much about State Farm. So my opponent can pump the Pteramander. Yeah, I'm not gonna block. Because this dive down can rescue either one of these guys. I'll gain 5 life, but my Lyra will die, and their dudes will survive. He doesn't know. Well, I don't know either. What does that do? Does that do anything? I'm definitely attacking with Lyra. I'm gonna play Seraph of the Scales. Do I cry? Probably not. Opponent opted not to adapt the Pteramander. Interesting. They could have. I guess they were playing around a removal spell. Regardless, I'm looking to be in a good position right now. Gonna block the Pteramander just to deny them the Curious Obsession. Plus, if they want to trade, they're gonna have to spend a bunch of mana to do so. And it leaves me with plus 5 life and 2 1/1 flyers. I think I'm in a position now where I can just attack with everything and not worry about it. fact, can I get back Seraph and play it? I believe I can. Yeah, I think this game is over. Cool, got our first win. Once again, one land in our 26 land deck. Slow, but better than nothing. I'm gonna bottom this land, even though we need the 4th for the Seraph. We'll draw him. Okay, basic. I'm gonna play the Woodland Cemetery because, well, the plains can at least make my Isolated Chapel come into play untapped. Perfect. That's a great draw. Kill that creature now. And play a tap land. Not gonna bother killing that now. Doesn't really do anything right now. Second one, not terribly scary. Saw, dude. I'm streaming right now.
Nice.
Want to be on camera?
No.
Okay.
They let me out early because of the storm, but it's slowed down now.
My wife, everyone.
Ayo!
All 3 of you.
Bessie wants to be on camera.
She can try.
Yeah. Oh, came back
Cool, bye.
home early.
Yep. Shut the door, please.
Bessie.
I'm gonna kill Steamkin now. So glad I didn't just pass my turn by mistake or anything. So now I'm gonna play Seraph of the Scales. Ugh. And there. Hopefully it will not die. She's probably gonna die. Excuse me, I'm not a goat, I'm a fawn. There's a difference. I'm gonna double block one of these tokens. I get blown out if they have a burn spell, but if they burn one of my tokens, that's points that they're not going towards my face. And against a burn deck, it's what I want. I'm gonna play another angel. I'm not gonna bother with my removal spells just yet. These 2 creatures aren't terribly scary, and my angel blocks well. Well, now if they attack with both, I'm gonna block just the Pyromancer. Alright, well, that makes that decision a lot easier. Fantastic. God, you're lame. In a good way. Midnight Reaper, kind of a double-edged sword. Okay. Because it's a blocker, but he also draws me a card when he dies and hurts me at the same time. I'm gonna Assassin's Trophy the Lava Runner. Opponent has no cards in hand. They're doing a whole lot of nothing. I don't want to keep taking 2 points of damage every turn. Gonna play my 3rd Seraph of the Scale. Jeez. These top decks are nuts. That is also nuts against mono red. Yeah, I think this game is over. I never get to use Gavany Township ability from Shalai. I'm so happy I was able to do that. Perfect timing too. And you're dead. Oh crap, you're not dead. I miscounted. I mean, you're bait. He's basically dead. Alright, let's see. Lyra is great. Moment of Craving is great. Cry could be good, but they have a even mix of creatures and spells, so I don't think I want that. Night of Autumn seems good. Wish my desk wouldn't keep freaking out. Bloodfast seems bad. Vraska's too slow. Duress could be bad. No, I think I like Duress. I think I like it more than some of these removal spells. Midnight Reaper might not even be that great. Maybe I'll cut 2 of those. Keeping Find in because they have a ton of removal spells. Maybe cutting 1 Assassin's Trophy for a Duress. I'm not too sure how I feel about Duress in this matchup, but we'll see how it goes. It did just kind of do a whole lot of nothing on that first game. But hopefully by the time my opponent has nothing going on in their hand, Duress, I'll just already be winning. This hand is super slow. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand is good. This hand is really good. I'm gonna play my Godless Shrine tapped as opposed to dead weighting the Lava Runner now. Immediately punished. My reasoning for that was... Okay, I'm lost connection. Anyway, my reasoning for that was because if I played my land untapped, I would take 2 damage. And if my opponent just attacked me and I played my land tapped, he only would have attacked me for 1. Of course, I end up getting super punished with everything that's going on here, but yeah, them's the beats. If I had a second black source, I would Duress plus Deadweight. Instead, I'm just going to Moment of Craving. Get that sweet auto pass value. Kill that with fire. Play my tap land, which conveniently is the second black source. A little late for that now. That's what I like to see. This is not what I like to see. What's your last card? Okay, opponent's got a whole lot of nothing. No. I could Assassin's Trophy it, but I'd rather not thin my opponent's deck. Plus save it for like a, what is it? Experimental Frenzy. Well, since I drew that, If I draw a land, this game's over. There we go. If they somehow manage to kill my Lyra, I have a second one. There's the Experimental Frenzy. Great. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kill that now. Maybe I should have attacked first. But I don't think they have anything for a 3-mana instant that can kill my Lyra. So it's fine. Okay. They're gonna double burn spell my Lyra. That's totally fine with me. Slows me down by a turn, but it's fine. Even if they somehow kill my second Lyra, I have my Memorial to Folly, which I can pay 3 and sacrifice it to return a creature from my graveyard to my hand. Or I can just, you know, cast Find and get 2 creatures. Do I even have 2 creatures? Nope. I have 0 creatures in the bin. I feel like my mono red matchup is pretty good. I feel like just about any deck playing Lyra against mono red is well positioned. Why? 26 lands. What is this? The 3rd time in a row? First opening hand was 1 land. All right. I really don't want to go to 5. I'm gonna keep it and hope that they're an aggro deck. Meandering River does not seem like an aggro deck to me. Great. It's probably a control deck, which means they have to play all slow and careful as opposed to quick and reckless. I like being reckless. Submerged Boneyard. So they're playing a bad control deck. Got it. Alright, well, there goes my Lyra. Luckily, I have Memorial to Folly, but it'll be a little while before I'm able to do that. If I draw a land, I'm probably going to bring Lyra back. Instead, I drew Shalai, so I'm going to play Shalai instead. Karn's good. Can't really deal with that right now.
I'll make use of that later.
I'll give them the Kaya's Wrath. If I draw a Seraph of the Scales... Well, there we go. What is it, Teferi? I think it's just Teferi. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be winning this one. I'll give him the cast down because it doesn't kill some of my angels. Well, Shalai's gone, so only 1 angel now. So the end of my opponent's turn, I'm probably gonna memorial back my Shalai. Not Shalai, though I could... Maybe Shalai's better. If I was gonna choose Lyra, and if I do that, I'd have to hope to top deck a land. An untapped land. Not that it matters a whole lot. Getting beat by a budget control deck. I think I'm gonna get Shalai instead. It's a guaranteed card that I can play. Of course I top deck the land, but whatever. Of course it doesn't resolve.
What was lost is now returned.
Yeah, I think I'm about done here.
Let's skip to the good part.
Okay, so Duress is great. Bloodfast is great. Elders Reborn and Carnage Tyrant is great. I might want Knights and Lyra just to be more aggressive, but we'll see. Deadweight is really bad. Cast Down is bad. I'm sure some number of removal spells is bad. Kaya's Wrath isn't good. Although it is a 4-mana kill target chromium. Is that just better than a knight? Just now realizing that Tori put some clothes in the dryer. Is that loud? I suppose it's not terrible. I need one more cut. One more card in, rather. I think I want both of the knights. I'll cut a Mortify. This hand is not thrilling. In fact, it's probably just bad. But I'll keep. I'm a huge fan of keeping really bad hands. Mono tap lands. Okay. That's a good one. Would have really loved to resolve Midnight Reaper before that. Okay, so I drew the untapped land. Gives my opponent perfect information, but getting down Seraph of the Scales is probably more important than either one of these two. Duress is good. Let's start off with Duress. I wasn't quite paying attention, but I think my opponent missed a land drop. Deal. Don't think I'm gonna do anything other than attack. I could play the knight just as an extra threat. But at the same time, if they go untap, Black Source, Kaya's Wrath, I suppose I'd draw 2 cards. Wouldn't be terrible. You know, I changed my mind. I'm gonna make it 4-3. It replaces itself if it dies. Doing that main phase, discarding Teferi. Interesting. Okay. Ditching Teferi makes sense because they know I have Vraska's Contempt. But doing that main phase is kind of weird. Because I probably wouldn't have attacked with everything because I would have played around Settle the Wreckage. There's the Kaya's Wrath. Alright, time to draw some cards. Lyra's good. Duress. Oh, I should call my shots all the time. I'm not worried about it resolving. She's just gonna die, but whatever. If I do Duress first, they're just gonna cast Vraska's Contempt. Vraska's Contempt either way. I'm just gonna play the land and pass. I get punished if they have Thought Erasure, but that's just about all they need. Alright, now I'm gonna Duress. They have a whole lot of nothing going on. Alright, 2-turn clock, opponent. What do you got? Except for Chromium. But I do have a way to... Actually, does he? Gains hexproof, but it doesn't gain indestructible. Great. Ooh, okay. Interesting that they play that. Okay. Weird that they didn't let me attack first. But sure, I'll definitely Eldest Reborn that and save my Vraska's Contempt. Thank you, opponent. It's a good one. Now, do they draw a card, or do they tuck one of these two? Either way, I'm gonna Vraska's Contempt the crap out of Teferi.
Oh, that's how it was meant to happen. Keep up the pace.
Gonna play the Seraph because, well, if they have a Wrath, then got the GG from my opponent. Now, play the Seraph because the only way I would have got punished, you know, if I didn't play it and they had a removal spell, that I would have been 1 turn behind. That way, they needed 2 removal spells, and one of them needed to be a Vraska's Contempt for my Seraph. Otherwise, I would have created 2 1/1s and attacked and killed them. And if they had the Kaya's Wrath, I still would have got 2 1/1s. So there was really no downside to playing Seraph of the Scales. Oh, this hand is also slow like before. It's much, much slower. Don't think I can mulligan this though. Yeah, maybe I should have. This hand just doesn't really do anything. Alright, the knight is good. It's probably going to get countered, but I'd rather the knight get countered than any of these other threats. And if it doesn't, either it eats a removal spell, which it does, or I just start bashing, which I won't. I'm just gonna keep on churn out threats. Make my opponent answer them. That animation is so cool. Okay. I can resolve a Lyra, but she might die. I could Seraph plus Duress. Either way, I think I'm just going to play Duress. I'm not going to worry about Lyra. Okay, I don't care about either one of those. I do care about Teferi. And I'm going to kill the second Teferi.
Hardly my worst defeat.
Feels bad. I'd rather have gotten some pressure on the board. But if I played Seraph of the Scales, they would have just used Cast Down on it. Didn't count my lands. Played the untapped one just in case it had like a counter target spell unless your opponent pays 1 or something, but no, it would have been paid 2. What is that card? I forget. Doesn't matter. Using 4 mana. Oh yeah, you didn't know about that. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I unfortunately can't play both Seraphs, but one is just fine. Ooh, they have the counter. Alright. Probably gonna start hitting me with Chromium here pretty soon. Thief of Sanity. Interesting. Alright, well now I can play Seraph and leave up Assassin's Trophy. Probably just gonna kill it with their Cast Down, but it leaves me with 2 1/1s, which can block Thief of Sanity. I'd rather save this Assassin's Trophy for something else. They didn't attack. Perfect. Drawing a land, though, was pretty bad. Gonna hold on to it, just so I can bluff having spells in my hand. Although drawing the second one makes me want to play a land. If I can help it, I want to be playing my lands every turn, especially against a control deck. But at the same time, bluffing I have spells is also really important. That was an interesting animation. Can't say I've ever seen it. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna block Chromium with 1 dude. And now Chromium has a damage on him, so when I go to Assassin's Trophy it, if he discards a card to make it a 1/1 and hexproof, it already has the 1 damage, making it have 0 toughness, and it will die. So if my opponent is smart, he'll let this resolve, or they'll let it resolve. Or they have the counter. Right on time, Duress. I'm not going to cast it yet. Gonna block the Thief of Sanity just because I don't want them using my cards. I need some pretty good top decks right now. That's not one of them. Do any of these even do anything? I guess Seraph blocks Chromium. But I'll be dead before I'm able to do that. Yeah, I'm dead. I am quite dead. Saw, dude. What? I did not feed her.
She just puked.
Nice.
She actually asked to go outside, and she like ran to the door and stared at me, and then immediately upon getting outside, she puked, and I was like,
Well, I did not feed her breakfast because I assumed you did.
well, I'm gonna get her extra now.
It's a good idea. We are such great dog owners. Okay, well that kind of sucked. But I still love the deck. And I got my... Ooh, that's red. Does that mean it's a mythic? Yeah, it's Kaya though. Who cares about Kaya? The hell is that one? No. I mean, I got a free mythic out of that. It's pretty good. Let's play it again. Whoops, wrong one. I've only been streaming an hour. I'm gonna stream a little more. I really like this deck. I also have a second version of this that I've made a few changes. Ah, shut up. Shut up, Rennie. What do you know? But yeah, I'll play this a little longer. This hand seems good. And some other time I'll play the second version that I've tuned up. And we'll see, we'll compare them and see how it goes. This version's definitely a little more controlling than the one I have. The one I made is a little more threat dense, which I think is the problem with this deck. Guild Gates. So we're playing against Gates, huh? I was gonna play the Woodland Cemetery so they wouldn't know we had a white, that we were playing Abzan. But the last time I did something like that off screen, I drew... Oh, I suppose it wouldn't have mattered, huh? Guildgate, Wild Growth Walker. I don't think I killed that yet. I think I just try to get threats on the board first. It's a good one. Kind of want to play the second Midnight Reaper. That way when they kill one of them, I draw 2 cards as opposed to 1. Because that must be what this Assassin's Trophy is for, to kill my Midnight Reaper. I can Reaper plus Duress. Be taking a lot of damage though. Instead I'm gonna play this tapped. Play the second Reaper and we'll see what they do. I could double block, but I know they had the removal spell, so I'm not going to do that. think I start off with a Duress. Force them to use the Assassin's Trophy. Opponent in the tank. Making... Really? They just let it resolve. They have a bunch of lands in hand. And they did not fire it. Okay. Well, do I mortify the Jade Light and just attack? Nah. I think I'm definitely attacking with both. If they want to trade, that's fine. I'll draw 2 cards. I'll save the Mortify for the Wild Growth Walker. Alternatively, I could play Seraph of the Scales, which might just be better. Then again, Seraph doesn't really block. Yeah, I'm going to play the Seraph. I want to start being aggressive, taking advantage of my opponent's lackluster hand. Sure, that's fine. No blocks. Now I can Mortify plus Assassin's Trophy. Start by attacking with everything. I'll just pass a turn here. See what they do. Okay. I'm gonna Mortify the first Wild Growth Walker. Can't imagine the attack here, right? I'm still gonna get rid of Jade Light Ranger. Use my mana. It's a good one. Do I have any creatures in the bin? I do not. Go ahead and give this Vigilance. Attack with everything. Maybe I should have dead weighted one of the Wild Growth Walkers, actually. Nope, they are not going to double block. Interesting. I think I would have double blocked there. I think my opponent's dead. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah, punish for not dead weighting the 1/3. Holy crap. I'm not dead, right? I'll be at 1. Okay. Oh, shit. Drew the Assassin's Trophy. Does that do anything? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Why'd my opponent say good game? Game's not over. Don't be one of those douchebags who says good game preemptively. I think we're gonna play the Lyra here. Deal. Now it's a good game. What was that, game 1? Yeah, that was only game 1. What's good against Abzan? Not Abzan, Sultai. Elderborn seems good. Don't really care for a whole lot else. Maybe Lyra? Maybe Settle the Wreckage? Maybe Carnage Tyrant? Is Carnage Tyrant even good anymore? I actually really like everything in here. Everything seems very reasonable. Maybe Duresses don't belong? We can see that. Maybe cut a couple dead weights. Doesn't really hit their big threats. Is dead weight worse than Duress? I think I'll keep some. I think 2 is fine. This hand is junk. Mulligan. This hand is also junk. Do I really want to go to 5 on the draw? Bloodfast, I don't think it's good enough. It's card advantage, but it's really slow. I could just use some lands. Second Midnight Reaper is definitely not what I wanted to see. Not very confident for this game. Match seems fine, but this game not so much. Alright, we're getting there. We are getting there. That card's not very good against me. But they're gonna keep it anyway. Okay. I think I'm supposed to play the Midnight Reaper as a blocker. Alright, opponent's in the tank. Are they deciding whether or not to cast Cry or not? Vraska's Contempt. Yeah, that one's pretty good against Midnight Reaper. Hello? You gonna do something, opponent? Do I Assassin's Trophy or do I Midnight Reaper? I think it's tap land, Midnight Reaper, block Jadelight Ranger. If I play Cry, that's fine, because then that's 4 damage that I essentially save. 3, I guess, because I'll be taking 1 from the Midnight Reaper itself. But drawing a card is kind of what I need right now. Actually, a Kaya's Wrath would be fantastic. Suppose I need a land. I'd rather have, I don't know. Actually, Lyra would be pretty good here, assuming their last card isn't a removal spell. They're pausing, so I'm assuming it's not a removal spell. If it's nothing, I might be in a good spot here, because I can Assassin's Trophy the Wild Growth Walker. Or I can do both. I can Knight, gain some life, Assassin's Trophy the Walker. Or I can Knight, make it big. No, I'm not going to make it big. Oh, no. Okay, that's bad. I didn't count my lands. I only have 1 green source. I should have played the Temple Garden. It's still Knight, gain 4 life, right? Gain 4 and block the Walker. But yeah, that's not good. Second Walker is fine. Don't think I'm gonna block. I think I'm gonna take 2 to play my Temple Garden and then Vraska, kill that one. Kind of hoping for a land that didn't hurt me. But it's definitely kill that one.
You won't be needing that.
And block something to save my Vraska. Actually, I might not even block. It all depends on if they have an Explore creature or not. Opponent in the tank. It's a good sign. Ooh, hostage taker. That's not good. Please take my treasure. That is a legal play. Dang it. What was all that? Oh. It is currently snowing where I am. Actually, it looks like the snow stopped. So plow trucks are going by, and that's what I heard. Creating a 2/2 regardless. I'm gonna Assassin's Trophy the Hostage Taker now so I can get my Knight of Autumn back. Sucks that I won't be able to play the Carnage Tyrant. Actually, I can I? I can because of the trophy. In that case, I think I'm gonna gain 4 life. Play the Overgrown Tomb. Play the Carnage Tyrant. Alright, boys and girls, we're coming back with a vengeance. I think I just let Vraska do her thing, not attack with anything. Until she ultimates, and then I attack. Or I can deal with a 5/5 Crisis. Dang it. Okay. I mean, I could kill it, but then I'd lose my Vraska. Let's start by attacking with the Carnage Tyrant. I assume my opponent's just gonna take it. But in the off chance they want to trade some stuff, that's good for me. I'll definitely trade a Carnage Tyrant for Krasis and Llanowar Elves. In fact, if Carnage Tyrant does die, I can always bring it back with Memorial. I was just looking at Midnight Reaper, but why would I do that when... Okay. Well, looks like I'm killing the Krasis and my Vraska. That sucks. I opted not to take Midnight Reaper just in case they have some sort of board wipe. I'm at 6 life. I'd really prefer not to go below that. Yikes! Those are some good draws. It's fine. I don't really care how much life my opponent gains, because it's not going to be, at least on my end, a struggle for damage. It's going to be a struggle to maintain board state. I'm not going to block. Oh, man. These are some good draws by my opponent. Okay, Vraska. Does that do anything? I want to make a 2-2, but I just have to clean up the board. Especially since they have the Cry, they can just kill 2 of my tokens plus my Knight, which seems pretty bad for me. Of course, they're probably gonna Hostage Taker my token. Actually, if I were them, I'd Hostage Taker the Knight and play the Knight. Either that or play a really large Krasis and force me to use Vraska. I'm hoping by keeping the land in my hand, I'm bluffing the removal, and they play, like... Okay, they went for the Hostage Taker. Alright. Now let's see if they play it or not. I'd probably play it over Branchwalker. I don't think pumping this by 1 and gaining 3 life is more relevant than getting a 4-3. Or whatever mode they decide to do with that. Please gain some life. That'd be so great for me. Instead of destroying one of my treasures, that's even better for me, I think. Gosh darn it, Fred. Man, opponent's being very slow. Well, since I have to block, guess I'm gonna block like this. So let's see. Kill that. Deadweight that. Block there. Alternately, deadweight, Knight of Autumn, create a 2/2, block, block, take 1. Alright.
The belligerent need her crew.
I could have -3 to kill a thing. That might have been better than making a 2/2, but I don't think so. I think keeping my Vraska around is better than just killing it to kill one of these things. I said kill a lot in that sentence, didn't I? Alright, at least now I can get back Knight of Autumn. Yeah, Vraska's gonna have to take care of that. Sucks that the auto tapper got rid of my memorial. Not got rid of, but tapped my memorial as opposed to one of these other lands. But I suppose that's my fault. I should have paid attention. Bloodfast is actually not bad. But it turns on my upkeep, right? Yeah, upkeep, which means I have to survive. So I can crack memorial plus play Knight plus Arguel's Bloodfast. First things first, I need to kill the Krasis. I just have no other way to get rid of that right now. Now the real question. Do I gain 4 life? Or do I make it a 4/3? I think I gain 4 life. Gaining 4 is better if they have a removal spell. Then again, they have Cry, so maybe making a 4/3 was just better. Okay, they played the Cry, that's fine. We still can't attack though. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna draw a card. That way it guarantees this flips. And, you know, drawing a card is what I really need to do right now. Vraska's Contempt is good. Drawing a land, however, is not.
Take no prisoners.
Alright, so they can get back Krasis plus Jadelight Ranger. I think I'm gonna have to Vraska's Contempt the Hostage Taker. I'm gonna hold on to this until they decide to do something. Because I have plenty of mana to play whatever spell I want, plus leave that up. So I'm not really worried about that. Okay, Krasis plus Wild Growth Walker, sure. I would have taken Jadelight Ranger, but who knows what's in my opponent's hand. Deal. Lyra. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus leave that up. So I have to play my land. I can play both of these. Now, do I create a 2/2 or do I kill a dude? I think I create a 2/2. Just want to keep Vraska's loyalty up high. Always make sure you pay attention to the auto tapper, folks. If they play Krasis, I might not Contempt it. I might just use Vraska. Because I'm not quite sure if her ultimate's going to be how I win. Especially if the board's going to keep getting gummed up like this. Yep, play a very large Krasis. I lied. I'm gonna get rid of it now. This way I can start attacking with my Lyra, and I'll start gaining health, plus dealing a little bit of damage. All right, I think I'm stabilizing here.
Finest in the
So now I can start attacking with Lyra and Seraph of the Scales, while leaving everyone else behind. In fact, in 2 turns, I can ultimate Vraska, and these two are lethal. And even if they manage to get rid of Vraska, these two are still lethal in 4 turns. And again, 4 turns is a lot. Especially when you only have 29. Okay. I'm going to sacrifice Lyra to gain 5 life as opposed to getting a basic out of my deck. 5 life is definitely more important here. That's very unfortunate. Okay, Hostage Taker is also very unfortunate. I assume they're gonna just play that immediately. I hope they don't. That way I can Vraska. Yeah, it didn't matter. A guy can hope though, right? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could play Angel plus Pump It, which is good. What do I do here? Do I create another 2/2? God, I don't know. Regardless, I'm playing the Angel no matter what. I think I'm going to make it 2/2.
crew. Attack at will.
This way, if they tap out, and I draw a removal spell, next turn I have lethal. Don't know what the opponent's thinking here. Whether to use the removal spell or not, maybe. That's not that great. What is it? +2, so it makes it a 3/3. Death Touch is annoying. They can give it Death Touch, but they can't give it Vigilance, which means if they attack, I can attack back and create an Angel, assuming it survives combat. I mean, you gave it Death Touch. Are you attacking me or not? That being said, this is the scenario I was talking about. Ah, they attack the Vraska. That's fine.
Big mistake.
If they didn't attack the Vraska, I would have won. But I'm still in a good spot here. I'm gonna Mortify the Krasis as opposed to using Vraska, because I want Vraska to be at a high loyalty and always be threatening her ultimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still want to leave up my Temple of whatever it is. So like I said before, make sure you're always paying attention to the auto tapper. Okay, I'm looking in a good spot now. Even though I said that earlier. This is a good game. This is a damn good game. Very grindy, though. I suppose a little bit of grind isn't bad. If you know what I mean. Oh, that's annoying. If they attack with Seraph, do I block with my Angel? Probably. I don't know why he's giving a Death Touch. They trade regardless. Actually, I think the answer is no. Ooh, attacking with more things. Okay. Well, in this case... Although this telegraphs find Finality. Do I really want to give them 2 hostage takers to get back? What's my alternative? Kill Seraph of the Scales. Let Vraska go down. I could use some help here, chat. Come on now. How many do they have in the graveyard? 1, 2, they have 2? God, I think I have to do it. Interesting, they didn't have anything. Eldritch Reborn is decent. It's not really good as a removal spell, but as a reanimator spell, it's pretty good. I think we're just going to keep creating a bunch of 2/2s. My angel can trade with Seraph at any point. I imagine they sacrifice Llanowar elves here. Actually, they could have counters. It's not something I thought about. I mean, I was playing it regardless if they had a counter or not. Well, that's a interesting one. I'm glad they did it, though. I didn't want any of those. Does this have vigilance? It does. Man, I know we have a few more games to go, but I think this match might be it for me. I've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes now. It's 5 o'clock. I'm starving. Yeah, I think this match is gonna be it. I think I'm gonna let that happen. I think now I'm gonna use Vraska to kill Seraph. Because then I can use my angel token to block their spirit tokens.
Enough.
Yep, that's not what I wanted to see. First, I'm going to start off by attacking. It's probably the better idea. Opponent has 23 cards in their deck. How many crises have they gone through? Just one? Jeez. Okay, opponent, either you're killing it or you're not. Please make a decision. This line sucks if they have a removal spell for my token, which they pause for a while, so they very well could have one. But I suppose it would have made no difference regardless. If they had the removal spell, they would have killed it and then killed my Vraska. No, they wouldn't have killed her, but I wouldn't have been able to do much. Sure, gain some more life. I don't care about you gaining life. Oh. For some reason I thought Vraska would be at 2. Alright, so I definitely punted there. Jeez. Well, found all my lands. Do I start attacking with Carnage Tyrant? I don't think so. My tokens can't really block profitably right now. Yep, just drawing all lands. But at least I have an attacker that they can't really do a whole lot with. They have one blocker. Hello? It is kind of annoying how slow my opponents have been lately. I mean, do they really have a whole lot to think about right now? I got a 6-turn clock on them. Oh no, that's really bad.
Every fight makes me stronger.
Oh crap. I need a Vraska's Contempt now. Actually, I only run 2, right? I used one, so there's one more left in the deck. Okay, I'm in trouble. Though I think I can kill Vivian, right? Those 2 block there, those 2 block there, that blocks there. Okay, so I can definitely kill Vivian and then play Lyra. And I have enough life total to where I can survive the swing. Lyra was a good draw. I imagine they block one, maybe both of the tokens in a way where they die and my opponent's board stays around and they just... Oh, or they're gonna kill Carnage Tyrant. I guess that's fine. I'll trade your board for my 1 creature. They have menace. You forgot to say the magic word. Yeah.
I'll be back, just like before.
Alright, and to finish off with a Lyra. Oh, they had the counter. Damn it. I want to see those lands hit the graveyard, but I did want to see that other Lyra. What about my memorial? I'm running 2 or 3 memorials, and there's 1 in my graveyard now. 25 cards left in my library. Second Carnage Tyrant's good. I'm gonna start by attacking. I think we've reached the point where it's a race now. A race that I'm winning. I haven't had a game like this in a long time. I'm a little giddy. Oh, there goes my phone. Pardon me. Ugh, I'm here, don't worry. Walker, sure. Settle the wreckage. I don't think I need that right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm just still attacking with everything, right? Especially now that I have settle. They can put both their wild growth walkers in front of a token to kill it, and I can't kill one of their things. They could put a bunch of their things in front of this. Which I think I'm fine with that too. Sure. I'm not going to use Settle the Wreckage yet. There's just no need. That's just great. So what do I get? Lyra plus Seraph, Lyra Carnage Tyrant. Lyra Resplendent Angel actually seems pretty good. Yeah, I think it's those. Now I think it's game over. Last cards of the Llanowar Elves. Good games, opponent. Holy crap. Can I do it twice? I can. Oh my god! Holy crap. That was a good game. That was only the first out of all this. Yeah, I'm definitely calling it for the night. Sorry I didn't get to see the rest of these games, but I'll finish those on my own time. Wow, that was great. So yeah, that's it for me. I hope you all enjoyed the deck. Next time I stream, I don't think I'll be playing my version of Abzan Knights, but I'll definitely be playing that version at some point. I still have a bunch of other decks I want to play. I got all these. I still need cards for all those, but it's whatever. But if you have any suggestions on a deck I should play, like out of all these, let me know. Or if you have a deck of your own that you would like me to play, send me a $10 donation, and if I like it, I will play it. But that's all for now. I think